This is Texas Radio Hall of Famer Don Sam. From where we sit today, Carthage is just a stone's throw away. But it was the bright lights of the big town we call Houston where Michael Harris made a name for himself. KYOK gave him his first big break. That's where he earned his chops as a news anchor and reporter. Then KIKK and KODA. In 1975, Michael moved to 1430 AM. KCOH. It would be his home for the next 40 years. While other H-Town talk show hosts came and went, Michael was anything but the flavor of the month. He earned a reputation for knowing the city, its history, and the people and political leaders that made it tick. And they knew him. Just a few years ago, KCOH Radio was sold. And so many believed its legendary people would go away with it. But there were plenty of people that realized a voice like Michael's could not and should not be silenced. As of today, Michael Harris is on the 1230 AM frequency in Houston, and with the powerful KCOH radio call letters behind him once more. In addition to his impressive 45-year track record in one city, Michael's talents took him to television to offer his take on heavy topics and lighthearted ones as well. You might remember him from his days on Channel 39 as host of the Gospel Melody Hour. He was a fan favorite too, earning the Top Jock Award from the readers of the Houston Chronicle. The Houston Press named him the best talk show host twice. And the University of Houston Black Alumni Association named him an outstanding alumni. The fact is, he's won so many community accolades, they should consider building him a statue in front of City Hall. He certainly deserves one. Please join me in congratulating him, Michael Harris, a 2019 inductee of the Texas Radio Hall of Fame.
Hey. I didn't expect that. Boy, some of those pictures could have been kind of cast away a long time ago. But anyway, I thank God for the opportunity to be here. As he mentioned, although I was born and had my childhood, some of it in Galveston, I ended up about 30 miles from here, down in a community called Shady Grove, Gary, right outside of Carthage. I'm a 69 graduate of Carthage High School, and had no idea that I would be here in 2019. And one of my classmates from Carthage High School, in fact a couple of them are here. One is my friend Fred Scott, my other is my cousin Ira Champion. He and his lovely wife, they now live in Longview. Fred's in Houston with me. In fact, we both went to UH. He followed me there for some reason. He probably didn't follow me, but we ended up there. Anyway, God has blessed me a lot. I never really wanted to do anything in communications other than inform people and give people a voice. Because when I was growing up in East Texas, it seemed like we didn't have a voice. And so I started out in journalism, worked on the school paper, etc., in order to be able to try to let people hear from common folk. Because at the time on radio and television, you only saw, well, not people like me, okay? Anyway, we did accomplish that to a degree, and I'm extremely happy about that. The awards, accolades, having the chance to meet famous people, do things, travel, etc. That was, and still is, benefit, but the whole thing is about communication. And in this world that we live in today, you know that communication is extremely important. We are so divided in America, it is just dumbfounding. There was a line from a movie that says, what we have here is failure to communicate. And as communicators, we've got a lot of work to do. But I do want to say that I'm happy. Johnny Goin was at KYOK when I started, and I was excited about going in with Johnny, and I was hoping he was going to be here today, but he didn't show. But Gary Stone is here. I worked with Gary over at KIC in '74. Gary probably saved my life one night. We won't tell that story. But there are a lot of KIC folk here too. My God. KIKK everywhere. But that was the job that probably, you know, got you onto the Millennium Falcon or something. But what has really made me is my darling wife, Yvonne. I was married once before. Not good. Second really, she is a fantastic person. My daughter, Crystal, is here, my sister, Bernadine, and Daryl Holly, you know, he was over at KIC. And you know, Daryl is, woo. Yeah. So I don't feel special at all. I'm surrounded by fantastic people. At KCOH, where I spent God knows how long, Skipper Lee Frazier is in the hall. Wash Allen's in the hall. I work with those guys. Don Sam was in last year. I'm number 4. In fact, maybe Larry Don Johnson worked there too. So I may be the 5th person from there. But anyway, I just want to thank God for taking me from the cotton fields out in Shady Grove to being here. I've been here before. My wife's family, they're from Kilgore. Her mom and dad. So I'm here all the time. I was at least until recently. But there are just so many people who I want to thank that I can't get them all done. But I just want to say that I'm blessed. And I want to say hello to Bob Mitchell from Galveston, Texas. Michael D. lived down there, you know, and Bob knew him. It's just so much that I want to say, but 2 minutes are up. So I guess I should just go sit down. And if I didn't mention you, it doesn't mean I didn't care. It just simply means I ran out of time. But you know, I worked with Bill Bailey, of all people. You know, true legends. I'm just blessed. Thank you.